You had to get a copy. The copy go to Roger that and back to what you didn't finish. Looking like the planets for I gotta get you diminished. You ain't even see them endings if you gotta get it in. Girl get it cut like she wanna come and rough her in. And I ain't ruffle feathers, she just wanna cock a do. And later on you already know you didn't have to question who the didn't and why the win. How to go and did it, if it later then. And even if you hate it then, the hate it go to levitated. Even if you demonstrated, try to go and walk in line before they wide destruction. Hate it go to faded. Looking like you mad at temper faded. Temper heated up, watch it cool faded, cool to faded, go to freeze. That's the Fetty, go to cheese, Fetty, go to get it. Boy, you gotta get it green, get it going, get it wide. Looking like you didn't try before you got a question. Try to roll like are you DUI and looking like why you hiding. The reason go to side and looking like you potent side. And when you gone to other Peter ain't gonna pour they side. And they just had to go to say and later on they be okay. Before you question, got the why to go to read and ponder play. Ponder back to what you didn't do. Didn't what you asking questions. Now you got the yada who that mix and go to dot the comment. Looking like you got a comment. Even if they came back around, they just want to see who won it. Wanna go get the information, looking like the time they getting adjacent. Back to where you standing complacent, go ahead complain. Looking like you in plain sight to go and see before you recite and go and say. Look like you gotta get your protection before they take away. Let's go autos for those go confetti, go and get the day. The day could take it back before you Emma go and K. And if you take a K, I guess you gotta re off what you say. And that's just not the L before you try to be lacking. Well, I guess you doing like you didn't have to go and tell a tale. A teller's off the story before you gotta win. A tailwind, the blue end, and say how you gon' fall this before you knew that. You can go and high and see and hang is how you buy and see. Buying, going, hanging for yourself, now you can bang and see. Banging, going, aim like you didn't have a point to know. Point before you gotta get it. Curry took a shot at dough. Shot it for the 3-0. Looking like you didn't see. Miller gotta go and get the Reggie. You like cushion see, and now you gotta blow to see. And I ain't gotta get the Reggie off the point before I gotta get the screen. You couldn't see me through that joint, the limos and the teen. And looking like it's not off no tape. Looking like you mad cause you smell me with that brand new scent. And saying there's not no Pepper Pew. You is not even on the pew. Trying to do things I didn't do. That's a lot of question who. Question go to puff the songs. Looking like you puffing zones. Matter what you doing, you out your side, your zone, chromosome. And if the bees went extinct, no combs, then honey got you later on. She came with me like honey went. And that's just out the sticky, didn't know the blows. And looking like it's like you got a snotty, put that for your lottie nose, snotty nose, or should I say, that's a lemon tea, okay? It'll be okay before you didn't blow away. Blow and go and get the cheese. Spin me, got some better leads. And you can try to spin me like 300, watch me Leonie and not a night. It's looking like I ain't got it like bursitis, but I can pray before you didn't know and write this. And if you know to see, matter what you didn't say, you matter cause you Persian. Looking like you in the way, but you could deep but a virgin. And not even see how you gonna irk, see, matter what you heard, see, heard it what you say before you know back where you go. And if you go back to where you at, I guess you didn't even know. And that's a resurrect before you didn't know the cross. Looking like you left before the road made you walk it off. Now you sit on donkey, looking like a downward key. Before you try to respond to me, I guess you look like asking me to go and don't ask me. That's a question, no to read. Matter now you got an order out, now you can know to read. Now you try to still see. Take the shine. Before I didn't even have to go and think of mines. And mine's a simmer, go ahead and grab a beat that's new and Larry. Looking like she gotta get the VVS is new and Clary. And that's a Clary like an E and Claire. And looking like who didn't care. Matter what you do, you complain like you sound like Karen. Before you start the face serving, looking like you face the sea. Matter what you didn't get, no taste time, that's for me. Not to go to look and say you don't look too well, I guess you ain't really do. Do the older marry who and go ahead and say what you gonna spit some vows to before it's constantly and constant in and looking like I spewed for your common sense to go out flowing, looking like you didn't have to notice though. Notice that's just not what ice looking like it's N to O and gotta add the time I write before you try to I and see spicy like a curry. Currently took the spice and looking like I cook it right before you didn't miss it right. Miss it go and see it and then act the question different light. different new, and I had a different nights days, looking like in different ways. The whole horizon looking like above your eyes, and now you see the sky defying, looking like the eclipse is show, looking like I'm out the where you at before you didn't show. Up the sea in the wind, looking like the moon block the sun again, and out to block the sun could be before you gotta move again. Move it, go ahead and walk, looking like you see who talking about you didn't do before you had to see who walked. All in water before the ark, and looking like it's after wind and never had to take apart. And if you had to think about electrifying, think of arcs, and that's off the currently before you got a backwards parking backwards to go in time and talk about the forward present, looking like it's in the present. No reason to sever it like you gotta go in it, like it didn't know how you was wanna get a cut a bit, cutting looking like you gotta cut and know it back to read the bud, looking like you get it like you had to see who hooked the plug that that's new. AC the current do directly